r/ask Reddit. What were you dead wrong about until recently? I thought owls were mythical creatures until I was 16 years old. Not sure how I persisted in this belief for as long as I did. Then one day, I saw an owl in a tree and lost my shit. Thinking this was akin to seeing a dragon in the wild. I swear to God I can still see the disappointment in my parents' eyes after they explained that one. Edit. Your comments are all really nice and made me laugh. Thanks for being excellent. Also, somebody gave me gold. You're a hero. I kind of envy you. For at least a few minutes your world was ducking awesome. Mythical creature were a reality. The thing is, though, an owl is an owl. We just think they're boring because we already know they're real. That just means we don't appreciate them as much as we should. Thinking that owls didn't actually exist allowed you/Geekpello to really appreciate how freaking awesome they are. It's like how you don't appreciate what you have until it's gone. Except in his case he thought it was something he could never have to begin with. Just imagine if we looked at a lot of things this way, we'd realize how amazing of a place the world is. Furthermore, we shouldn't wait for animals to go extinct before we've figured out what we're missing. Edit. Holy cow. I wake up and find this. Thank you for the gold, upvotes, and cool comments. Until 2 weeks ago I thought the phrase a mother lode was a large load of something. Then I realized it's actually lode as in the mother silver/gold lode. The mother lode in this instance being the principal vein from which all deposits in an area stem from. Hence the mother lode. This is genuinely something I never thought I had misunderstood. Thanks for teaching me something new. I used to think I was totally comfortable with my body. Not long ago I bent over and checked out my own butthole. Now I don't know what to think. Edit. Which one of you sick ducks broke my gold cherry? I thank you. The least I can do is send you a picture of what I am talking about. PM me for your gift. It must have been quite a sight for your innocent eyes. Tommy Two Tugs Fat Master 69. Joke's on you. That's the name his parents gave him. Oh, I hope your indifference towards karma. Edit. I love it when I'm right. This is not one of those times. Edit 2. Thank you so much for the gold. Being so wrong has never felt so right. This'll be in the top few comments within the hour, and you'll feel silly. This is the one that's still going to make me cringe decades from now. When I was a teenager, I often had these very strange episodes where I would get flashes of what seemed like half-formed dreams. My vision would start swimming, and I would get vertigo and a crazy feeling of deja vu and either euphoria or dread. They were so intense. I quite honestly thought they were visions from God. My mother thought so as well. Thanks, Mom. As for the few times I blacked out, fell out of my desk at school, and came to on the floor in a state of utter confusion with the other students laughing at me and telling me I was twitching out, the teachers were never around to witness it, and I was so embarrassed that I never questioned why it happened. My visions from God were actually seizures from temporal lobe epilepsy. It was something I never even thought possible until I got that terrible sense of vertigo and deja vu while standing in line for a carnival ride. I woke up on the ground to a woman standing over me, and she told me it looked like I had just had a seizure. So thank you, random carnival woman, for being an adult and actually being concerned about me instead of laughing at me lying on the ground and twitching. Edit. Commas. Commas everywhere. Holy shit. Gold, I have no idea how this happened, but thank you. Where the duck do you live at? It took years for someone to be concerned about this. WTF is wrong with people? Seizures aren't something you just shrug off. Why am I so angry about this? I don't know. Why are we yelling? I grew up in Nebraska, if that helps. Also, I was very introverted and not exactly popular. Amidst a classroom of teenagers, no one wants to be the one worried that the weird kid who reads fan fiction and wears purple overalls to school has fallen out of her desk and is twitching on the floor. I always thought caribous and reindeer were different animals. Recently was corrected by a Canadian that a caribou is just another way to call a reindeer. Edit. I'm so happy to see how many people didn't know this as well. Here's the wiki article on reindeer, and if you search for caribou, it'll automatically redirect you to reindeer. Although there's a separate article on North American caribou. I know. Very confused. http://en Wikipedia org wiki reindeer edit 2 Woke to some people yelling at me that this isn't true, or not necessarily true, or kinda true, but Europeans and North Americans have different definitions of reindeer and caribou. So I went digging a little for you guys and found this article published at the end of last year. http://www.iTunes.com articles/6533/20,131,217/reindeer caribou same thing cousins ice age climate change. HTM. What? I am Canadian and I didn't know that. I once dated a girl in her early 20s who had never seen a guy take a piss before, and was amazed to see that we don't have to pump our dongs like a super soaker to get urine to come out. Pump our dongs like a super soaker. We will have to start doing this now. Edit. Obviously because it is plain awesome. Not to satisfy myself. Superb. Second edit. Myself's was a typo. I am not double dong dude. Something else might come shooting out, though. I thought chicken eggs that you bought in the store were unhatched chicken embryos. I didn't realize that chickens laid eggs every day regardless of whether or not they were fertilized. On the plus side, I feel better about eating eggs. On the other hand, what kind of monster was I before? Edit. Spelling. Edit 2. Thanks for everyone dropping crazy egg knowledge on my poultry ignorant ass. If you could chart my comfort level eating eggs, you would have seen a sharp spike several weeks prior to this submission, followed by serious plunges. Various redditors described eggs as chicken periods and giant cells, but regardless of whether they are baby chickens or a hen's aunt flow, for this guys the egg holocaust marches on. Someone described it to me as chicken period, because it's an unfertilized egg. I still eat them though because eggs are delicious. I definitely felt better about eggs 3 minutes ago. Not me, but my friend though. That ham was a part of a cow until last year. He's 27. He was probably confused because hamburgers are beef. I love me some steamed hams. I thought Michael Moore had recently started doing rap music. It took me a few seconds to realize you were talking about Macklemore. I read that comment, stared at it for 10 seconds and then just broke out laughing. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Jesus's full name is not Jesus Mary and edit. Shit. Apparently 1,000 comments isn't enough to bury stupidity. A family friend, basically my brother, used to think God's name was Howard, as in, Howard be thy name. That airplanes travel faster in a certain direction because of airstream. I thought it was due to rotation of the earth. If it is a consolation for you, the jet streams are a consequence of the earth's rotation, and the sun. I always thought it was constellation prize colon. My wife told me that she grew up thinking that lukewarm water was named after the temperature her brother, named Luke, liked it. She thought everyone had their own water temp, like Steve warm water etc. It's like the episode of Friends where Joey refers to his Adam's apple as his Joey's apple. I thought people were saying dog eat dog world. They were in fact saying dog eat dog world. Thanks Snoop. Fortunately 99% of usage is on movies and television. Is your name Gloria by any chance? Baby cheeses. How nuclear reactors work. My thinking was more along the lines of radioactive material goes in, magic happens, electricity comes out. Well, duck that. They're just glorified steam engines. Honestly, everything we do to create power is a glorified steam engine. Coal, natural gas, solar thermal, since apparently Reddit likes to nitpick. Geothermal. That being said, even though steam is not used as a medium, many other forms of power generation like wind, hydroelectric, tidal use turbines to create electricity. Solar, photovoltaic, on the other hand, uses the interaction of photons with certain metals, while thermoelectric generators use heat gradients to produce power. Edit. I was trying to say that large-scale power is mainly produced by steam, since that is what ARP's comment was referring. I still edited some of the other ways to produce power, and though I figured this out a long while ago, but it's still amusing to think about 5-year-old me figuring this out. I'm half black, half white. Dad is black. I'm a light brown color. As a result, I used to think that he must have been born my lighter color, and that he got darker when he got older, like during puberty. I thought that, during puberty, I would just evolve into a full black guy like a goddamn Pokemon. Glad that was sorted out before I reached kindergarten. My best friend in kindergarten, and still to this day, is black, and as my username would suggest, I am white. We did everything together, even pooped. Naturally, we decided to compare one day. He was completely dumbfounded to learn that my poop wasn't white. His mom told him poop was a bad part of a person that the body got rid of and assumed since his was dark brown, mine would be snow white. Made perfect sense to me as a 5-year-old. Went home to ask my parents why my poop wasn't white. I was told not to poop with my friends anymore. I used to think I had a slow metabolism. Then about 9 months ago I started eating better and working out, and I realized I was just a lazy duck who ate too much. Now I put healthier things in my mouth and try to go to the gym and pick things up and put them back down over and over 5+ days a week. Also, I like to move my legs back and forth a lot when it's warm enough outside. Holy hell. I mean, first off, I would like to say thanks for the gold. Seriously, this is awesome. I didn't notice how many upvotes I got until I finished typing a huge comment to a guy who replied, and now I feel like Ben Affleck getting best picture for Argo. Anyways, if anyone wanted to know what I did specifically or just some things I learned, I posted a big reply to you/gives wrong answer, and while I'm not a nutritionist or dietitian, I feel like this way worked really well for me, and I think it's better than 90% of bullshit and misconceptions on weight loss out there. I hope you guys like it. I like to think of these things as my way to give a little bit back to Reddit. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Up until about a month ago, if you had told me narwhals were real, I would have argued to the death that they were not. I absolutely thought they were fictional until I bought a Jacques Cousteau book at a thrift store and it was in the appendix. I'm intrigued that you found out in such a specific way instead of searching it on the internet such as Wikipedia. I think the point is that she wouldn't look it up because, like unicorns or a well-acted Kevin Costner movie, it didn't really exist. Didn't realize that Keira Knightley and Winona Ryder are two separate people. I got really confused by The Departed recently because of Matt Damon and Mark Wahlberg. I still don't believe Mark Wahlberg makes all those movies and hosts Antiques Roadshow. There's a song called Doing the Butt that gets played at weddings quite a bit. Yep, I was singing Do It in the Butt loudly and proudly and my table lost it. I said what in the butt? In a situation like that, I guess you've just got to pick the lesser of two evils. Pretend you knew the real words and be the guy who thinks it's funny to sing Do It in the Butt, or admit you didn't know the words and be the guy who thought the song was called Do It in the Butt. I always thought evolution was linear, as in a species would just change over time. I didn't realize that it was a tree system. It just never occurred for me. The ubiquity of the misleading March of Progress illustration has caused this view to become ingrained in popular culture. Funnily enough, the book that it came from made it clear that evolution was a tree system, but nothing beats an oversimplified diagram for spreading misinformation. I thought a lot of people wiped while standing up. I was wrong. Ugh, not this discussion again. I love how this always happens, and each time it does, people on both sides are bewildered. Not even a throwaway. I'm female, and I thought you had to take out your tampon to go pee. I had no idea. That pee came out of a different hole. Thank you. Parents in public school. Thank you. Edit. To answer some of the comments, I'm 29 and have been menstruating since I was 13. Edit number 2. Thank you for the gold. I'll try to pay it forward. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.